So I am irked right now at something. So I decided to make a video on it, which might not make sense, but it does to me. Well, I was talking to a friend of mine, and it's annoying. We've known each other for a long time. He came to me asking how he should go about approaching a woman and getting her number if he doesn't know her. He gave me this hypothetical situation, what I would do if a guy came up to me and just said, "Hey, you're fine, what's your number?" So I responded to him that I would tell him that I like girls. I probably wouldn't use that wording, but I would establish that. I think most of the people I know found out about my sexual orientation from my Facebook, which is how I kind of wanted it to be. It's a little less shocking if I have it up somewhere else, and then if they ask about it in person, I can clear things up. So he asked if he could ask me a personal question, and of course I knew what it was going to be about, but he did, and the wording that he used I get quite frequently, and he said, "Why did you choose to be a lesbian?" And this perturbs me so much because so frequently that is how straight guys ask me. I've gotten asked by maybe 6 or 7 guys from my hometown, and it's like that. It might just be they don't realize how this comes about, but that's not normally how girls ask me. These straight guys, they always just use that, "When did you choose this? Why did you choose this?" It irritates the crap out of me. For example, this guy has known me my whole life, so he's known me growing up, and I understand that sometimes it's confusing. I've been with guys, I've had boyfriends. I don't quite understand how they fail to realize what kind of society we're being brought up in, especially in my hometown. I was the first girl to openly be in a relationship with another girl during my junior year. I was the only girl in the entire school who did that. There were no gay guys. I've met my first gay friend my freshman year, and he ended up getting chased out of the high school. That's how bad it is. So asking me why I would choose that just doesn't seem quite logical. Now, this isn't applicable to everywhere, but for me personally, and I know for a lot of people, we are raised under the belief that we are straight, that we are attracted to the opposite sex. And then we realize that we're not. And it takes time. You can't just realize that you're gay and then be okay with it and know with a sureness in your heart that that is who you are. And that's not how it works. For me personally, I keep saying that, but that's because I don't want people to think that I am excluding them or trying to make their situation into this box that I'm putting it in, because it's not. Like right now, I am positive that I'm a lesbian, and I know what I'm attracted to and who I want to be, and I have a general idea of what I want in my future. But from the prejudice and the discrimination that comes from other people, from your own family, from your friends, I don't see why people would think that they would choose that. If you could just choose to be part of this sexual orientation or part of this sexual orientation, why would you pick the one that doesn't have equal rights, that gets discriminated against, that there is so much prejudice against? Why? It makes no sense to me why first assumption is that someone would choose this. That's my first response to that, is that I didn't choose this. And people say, "Well, you've had a boyfriend, so you're obviously bisexual." No, I'm not. Because of the way that we are raised. When we are going through that confused stage where you don't really know what you're looking for, or when you try to be what everyone else wants you to be instead of what you feel, then sometimes it puts things in your life that now you look back upon and you would never think about doing that. When someone says that, I have to go into this long spiel about how I was trying to fit what my parents expected from me, what my church expected from me, even what my friends expected from me, because although they accept me, that's not what they expected. When you go outside of these social norms, that is when things get complicated. I don't really know what I'm saying anymore. I guess I just wanted to vent about how people approach asking you about your sexuality and how to handle it. I always use the example if they say that it's a choice. I say, have you ever loved or have you ever really, really felt emotionally attached to someone that you knew wasn't right for you or that you knew didn't want you back or who treated you wrong? And normally everyone can say yes. Then I ask, why would you like them if they're so bad for you? They don't want you. And they don't really have a response because it's the same thing. For us to love someone or to feel something for the same gender is the same as any straight person feeling something for the opposite gender. It's uncontrollable and it's unexpected. It can be something beautiful and painful and terrifying and wonderful because in the end, all the love is the same, no matter who it's between. And that is not something that you get to choose. And I guess that's it. Thank you for letting me vent. I feel a lot better now. I hope that someone out there agrees with me because otherwise I'm in trouble. And thank you for watching. If you stayed with me for this long, I rambled a bit, but I just needed to get my thoughts out somewhere. So thank you for watching, and I love you all.